Welcome back, everyone. So we're doing today's we're doing this week's Odyssey. My bad. Instructions unclear. Back to the basics. No monkey knowledge allowed. These are the towers I've chosen with the hero I've chosen. No powers because I don't bother. And we're just gonna keep on going. So essentially, no monkey knowledge allowed, and we only have 10 lives. But other than that, most of the maps are fairly standard. This one's on reverse though. So I'm gonna place our Oben right around here just to maximize out his range a bit and get started. Alright. Man, I think the last map we played we couldn't place Oben off the start, and that, weirdly enough, caused quite a lot of trouble for us. We ended up having to do a double dart monkey start, didn't we? And I'm already not pleased with that. Let's try that again. Okay. Maybe maybe a ninja start would be better. Same position, different tower. Come on, there we go. So maybe ninja's more suited here. We'll find out. I don't know how he's gonna do against these. Yeah, also not too great. Alright. I still don't like leaking 4 lives, because that means if we ever struggle on a later level, just like we're doing now, on round bloody 5, then we're gonna need to have as many lives as possible, really. Oh man, what do we do? Oben's useless at level 1. Put him on strong? I don't even know. I suppose I can place a dart monkey as cleanup for Oben's mess. Okay, I think we'll try that. I think this will work. So Oben's on strong. There we go, there we go. Put him back on first. And then put another dart monkey up here. It's literally just that round 4. Sorry, not round 5. But yeah, we got through it. Struggling without losing any lives, but now Oben's getting up to where he needs to be, level 3. I have a bit more faith in him. All right. Oh, literally, why is that rush of like closely grouped blues so difficult on certain maps? It's insane. Okay, so we'll upgrade our dart monkey. And now I think from here on out we should be relatively safe. We've got the brambles, so they can put in some work. And then we'll place our ninja very soon. Okay, but now that we're actually getting into it, this is... Okay, just like a lot of the other Odysseys, like this one does seem to be like a sneaky challenge, so to speak. Like, I don't know if it's just my towers that I've picked and I'm just bad at the game, but weirdly enough, some of these maps is like usually pathetically easy, but when you're given 10 lives and you have to sort of like conserve as much as possible just in case you lose some in the later levels, it's actually quite difficult for these specific maps, because not a lot of them have loops and turns, like I said, like this one and the brick wall one, which is next, and then the final one, which is Cornfield. Like, they require quite a bit of money and a good setup to actually get the ball rolling. So it's not necessarily that the maps are hard, or that the choice in monkeys is hard, or even that the game mode themselves, like getting to round 80 or playing standard or something like that, is difficult. It's literally just the fact that round 4 sucks. Oh. I might edit some of those fails out, but we took like a solid 7, maybe 8 attempts at getting past round 4 without losing any lives. And Oban and a unupgraded Dart Monkey managed to work. Which I think is hilarious, because the first time I tried Oban alone, and I just, for some reason, didn't place another Dart Monkey. Like, I had the opportunity to, I just didn't. And then for some reason I thought, yeah, must be a different strat then. But nevertheless, we are here now. We've got our ninja up to a decent level. I don't know when Oban starts buffing all magic monkeys. So maybe I'll have to, but we'll stick with our usual strat. Bloonjitsu, and then go for a 5th tier Dart Monkey this time around. And then we'll place our village and all that good jazz. Okay, we do have camo and lead protection, which is good. I think I might get a village now, weirdly enough. Okay, so this is a pretty big risk, and if it doesn't work, I will essentially be right back at this round, roughly, without the banana farm, because this is a massive risk putting a banana farm down now, but if it pays off, I'm not going to get the next 2 upgrades for it, but usually I go for Bloonjitsu before banana farm, just because it's a safer strategy. But if we can pull this off, then it's gonna be big bucks, if you know what I mean. Okay, not bad. Managed to get through the first round of leads without too many hiccups. Here's hoping we can do it again. Ooh. Alright, we're not looking too bad here. We are going to get our Bloonjitsu up. I'm just wondering if the banana farm actually helped out here. I think it did. How much did it make? It almost made its money's worth back. So before round 40, I think we will have made our money's worth back. Which is always good to know. Okay. I didn't really choose many military monkeys. I did not choose any military monkeys. Although to be fair, most of the options were water options, and that really doesn't help us out on the next map and the one beyond it, because there's not much water on the next map, and there's none at all on Cornfield, so I think we made the right choice. But maybe a sniper would have been alright. Having that long range, or the entire map's worth of range. And main Moab would have been pretty good for the double HP Moab levels. Okay, maybe we did make a mistake there, but out of all these guys, I'd probably take out a glue gunner. I don't think we'd need 2 glue gunners, but still, not a bad lineup in my eyes, at least. So, can we take on the Moab at 40? I believe so. I mean, we've got a pretty decent setup. The only thing that could really make it better right now would be a recursive cluster, at least in my mind. Or maybe we should start getting a tax zone in the workings. We'll get valuable bananas actually. I want to try and get that bank by round 40 again, if I can help it. But it all depends on how well we can handle the Moab on round 40. So we're not going to use our brambles again, just because we want it on cooldown for round 40, where possible. And that one's going to pop. Ooh, can we handle this round? Yeah, okay, our Dart Monkey's coming in clutch here. Okay. So we're not going to buy the bank just yet, because we don't know whether we can beat the Moab or not. I have high hopes, but there it is. Come on. Beat him up. Beat him up. Beat him up. No. Okay. So we are going to try that again. I'm glad we didn't buy the bank, because that would have absolutely screwed us. How about a bomb shooter down here? No. I feel like we need him up close and personal. We'll try this and see if that works. If not, we can swap to tack shooter. Oh, forgot to use brambles. Jeez. That could have been a disaster. Okay. Clean up, clean up. No. We do not have great amounts of cleanup. So, I'm going to try attack shooter instead. See how that goes. Oh, brambles. Almost forgot again. Come on. Yeah, attack shooter's got it. But the cleanup does not exist. Okay, maybe we need the attack shooter over here for cleanup. No, because that'll just pop into ceramics and then these guys will do nothing and then we'll have to rely on attack shooter entirely. How about we do something like this? Cheap boy in the back with a wall of fire ready to murder anything that tries to get through. And then, ooh, okay, we can't afford overdrive, but that should be alright. So we'll place the brambles, wall of fire is up. Tack spray, come on, pops it. Okay, I'm fine with leaking one life. One life. Just the one. No more than that. Okay. The only reason I'm fine with leaking one life at the moment is because I feel like we won't leak any more for the rest of this game now. Because we'll have overdrive, we'll have a bomb shooter, and we'll put up a village, and we'll buff both of them. And with some amount of luck, we will amass a small army by the time the next Moab comes. Oh, come on now, please. Thank you. Get the overdrive. It's like a mini tack zone. Anything lower than a ceramic is pretty screwed. Okay. Once again, though, we struggle with the early rounds in order to absolutely annihilate the later rounds. Here's hoping. So I think we'll go for a bomb shooter next. We do have to think about camo leads. I wonder. What will we do about that? Do we get our second open ability before round 63? Because if so, that might be able to do... Or round 59, sorry. Because that might be able to do camo lead power. Then again, we could also just get our Dark Magician to pop camo leads. Okay. We have a lot of money and we are not spending it. This is bad. Let's go Recursive Cluster now. There we go. Bit of extra damage there. The ninja not looking very confident on his own with the camo detection. Admittedly, our Dart Monkey does have it, or at least the top one, but I don't know. I'd prefer it if he had a bit more. Okay, so we'll also put a glue gunner around here, I think, and then maybe our second tack shooter can go here, so we can afford to put our village right here. And then if we do that, we don't have to worry about camo leads, and we get primary training to buff all of them. Primary monkeys. Alright, how are we doing for damage against Moabs now? We're looking quite fine. Okay. Do we want primary mentoring? Yeah, why not? Sounds good. We can slaughter Moabs now, that's fine. Okay. Oben's doing well, almost level 10. That's what we like to see. This should be full. It's my bad. We could go for another overdrive. Mini tack zone, or we could try and get a 5th tier. Because we're at 10,000 cash, and we do have our trees now, which is pretty good for us. I just don't know how quickly we'll be able to get the attack zone or the Crossbowmaster in time. Admittedly, we should go for attack zone because it can see camos, but leads are the only issue. Recursive cluster can handle it though, I think. Since we're not going for DDT levels of rounds here, I think we'll be fine. Okay, so this is definitely going to pop probably this round. Give us some extra cash, if there's enough ceramics. Okay, there was not. That's fine. The Moabs will do it. If not, I'll do it myself. Yeah, I'll do it myself. We want that extra cash in for the cooldown to start now. That's a good tree placement position. That's like perfect because anything that leaks a little too far gets caught. And can't do anything about it. Alright, here's the thing. Crossbowmaster or attack zone? I trust Crossbowmaster more in terms of damage. But the attack zone is cheaper. And it is more directly in the line of fire. Which I do like. So I think we'll go for attack zone. We'll go for the attack zone and see how we do. Beyond that though, we will want a Crossbowmaster still. Just because Crossbowmaster's insane, man. Even without an alchemist, Crossbowmaster is amazing. It's always a very sad time for me when I see either the ninja or the alchemist being neglected and left alone out of these Odysseys. So sad. But I guess they are just really good. So having them both together is a bit easy. Alright, attack zone. Beautiful, look at that range. Maybe we should have gotten primary expertise. What does this do? Upgrades 1 and 2 are free. That's pretty nice. I'll know now. But we will get... Do we get our second attack shooter now? I'd say it's a pretty good time. So, although we can just go for the top path or the middle path, we are still going to go for the bottom path just because of the sheer speed. And look at that, 63 is no match for attack zone. And some trees. Oh wow, maybe it's just no match for attack zone. The trees did not really help out that much there. Yeah, no. Attack zone and that nature ward being in the perfect spot right there. Beautiful combination. Okay, we're not doing terribly. I do want to get a glue gunner up. And perhaps start turning that into a... Can I get out any closer to the... Squeeze him in here somewhere? I don't think so. Oh, maybe down here. That's pretty good. I like that spot. Alright, so we're going to go for a Crossbowmaster first. Just because we're closer to that upgrade than anything else. Completely forgot about my bank. Alright, so this strategy seems pretty good so far. It's worked out for all the other maps, obviously. We've lost 1 life, but I think I can live with myself for losing 1 life. 1 life isn't all that bad. We probably could have restarted the level and down to RNG. Probably could have taken out all the balloons, but I'm fine with 1 life. Oh yeah, and these upgrades are free, so we'll get them immediately. Because it really doesn't matter and it only benefits us. Doesn't take away any of our cash either. Our cashola. Alright. We're almost halfway to our Crossbowmaster. Look at this attack zone. Just perfect. 44,000 pops already. How much have you done? Not even. So we placed the attack zone after we placed our ninja, and ninja was like early game start placement, but attack zone just caught it up instantly. The power of 5th tiers, everybody. Now, admittedly, when I first started playing this game, and I first started going through the levels, I found them quite difficult. And that was mainly because I thought, 5th tiers are so goddamn expensive. How does anyone afford them in chimps mode? It can't be worth it. But just playing this Odyssey, not even Chimps mode, but just playing Odysseys and even just regular games, you can easily see why 5th tiers are so worth it. Now, don't get me wrong, there are definitely some 5th tiers that are more useless than others, but Tax Zone is not one of them. Neither is Ninja, neither is Darkmine. Although Ninja, to be honest, 38k for 3 more shurikens. I'm not so sure about that, but obviously when you do get it, it's gonna carry. It's gonna carry real hard. Okay, Tax Zone once again pulling through for us. Do we even need another 5th tier? I mean, we're pretty much done. But no, we will get another one. We'll get ourselves the Crossbowmaster just as a backup. I'm only collecting now because I know that even if I waited out till 7 grand in the bank, I'm still not really going to do much with the extra cash I have over. Like what? Upgrade this Dart Monkey, get him to triple shot just in case. Like there's really no point because Tax Zone and Crossbowmaster can just handle this. So see you guys at the finish line. Okay, round 80. So they have broken through these trees a couple times, but essentially every time they broke through my ability was ready, so I just placed another one. And the Dart Monkey absolutely didn't have to do anything in terms of cleanup, so we're still pretty good, still doing fine. And there's the round. Alright, on to the next one. Okay, my old nemesis brick wall, right? That is this map, right? Another brick, another brick. The stupid brick wall. I don't know why, but I struggle quite a bit with this map. So we'll see how I do. I think I'll be relatively good, but I may make a few more mistakes just because for some reason I'm just bad at this map. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just bad mojo, but honestly I'm just not that great. Luckily though, since it's on hard difficulty, we skip round 4, which sounds really weird, but it's a blessing. Oben would not have been able to handle round 4 by himself, but he can most certainly handle rounds 6 through to 8 while we get ourselves a ninja. Okay, put him down. And now I think we should be alright. Scare all these birdos away. Ooh, apparently I clicked Oben there. I don't see how the bird is Oben, but apparently so. New skin? New future skin? Hinting at a new skin? Bird Oben? Oben of the birds? But yes, alright, so we've got pretty much the same start. Well, this is what I would call the ideal start. Placing your hero first round so it maximizes the leveling process, and then getting a ninja second is my ideal start. Unlike the last map where we had to place Oben and then immediately after a Dart Monkey, that's not bad, but as you could tell from the last round, I didn't really use that second Dart Monkey I placed, which is a bit of a shame, but either way. Now that I think about it, if I was to change my lineup of towers to choose, I'd get rid of the second Dart Monkey, because since Monkey Knowledge is disabled, I can't get 2 Crossbowmasters anyway. So the second Dart Monkey is really kind of just a little bit completely useless. Okay, but we're managing quite well. Now, this boy is going to come in real handy, and since he'd be benefiting from being right next to Oben, that's where we're going to put him. So essentially, well, we're not going to put him right now, that would be crazy. But I was very close to. I was literally about to. I was just thinking of the future and what the wizard monkey could be doing for us, but I did not think of the current times and that our ninja can't really solo very well at the moment. Okay, there is a problem with this setup though, in that Oben is not where the ninja is and the ninja is not where Oben is. I did mess that up. I thought it would be useful putting Oben further back, just so that his range of buffs would be a little bit better. So like, I could put the magician or the wizard monkey back here, and then it would still get buffed by Oben. But the problem with this setup right now is leads. Now, don't get me wrong, we can pop leads, but I don't know how well we'll do on the cleanup, because the ninja gets to see the balloons first. Which means all the while it's in the ninja's range, before it reaches Oben's range of further down here, the leads get a bit of a head start because the ninja can't pop leads immediately. If we had the alchemist, then this would be perfect and we wouldn't care. But we do not. Ninja Kiwi thought of everything, and I just want my Ninja Alchemist combo. Come on, Ninja Kiwi. The only time they've given me my Ninja Alch combo recently in the Odysseys was in the last one, but that was an Extreme Odyssey, so I could only realistically use the combo 3 times. Okay, but we seem to have it handled, but either way though, like I was saying, the leads get up to around here before they get popped, which is a little bit scary, but Bloonjitsu seems to be tanking it like a pro. Alright, we're gonna get our wizard around. Maybe we'll put him quite close, actually. So, if you didn't know, Guided Magic, Arcane Blast, pathetic upgrades on their own, right? This one, however, Arcane Mastery is what you want, because Arcane Mastery gives you a pretty, I'd say pretty decent range boost, and no longer cares about the brick wall. Actually, I think the not caring about the brick wall part came in with one of the earlier upgrades, not necessarily Arcane Mastery. Because he could see a little bit through and it wasn't red, or it wasn't highlighted in red, so maybe the mage just doesn't care either way. But we seem okay at the moment. Now, usually I would go for Intense Magic and the camo seeing capabilities, and I don't think that's going to change. I think I'm going to do that. Because, admittedly, Fireball's great and all, and so is the Wall of Fire. The Wall of Fire is amazing. But I'm not sure we very much need it. I wonder if we could get Arcane Spike before 40. I doubt it. Might be possible if we didn't buy the ninja, but in all honesty, we wouldn't be at this round right now if we didn't buy the ninja. So, potato, tomato. Yeah, let's get Monkey Sense. I don't think it'll make much difference if we get it now or later. And then mayhaps we get Attack Shooter. Maybe. I think we could put the Tack Shooter here and get away with it, just because Tack Zone's going to buff that range and it won't really matter if it's here or not. But it does mean that all the while it is here, it literally does nothing. So maybe not. I'm not sure if we're fully prepared for the first Moab, but we'll find out. Can we handle it? Oof. Almost. Almost. Alright, let's try that again. We managed to pop it down to singular reds. Can we finish it off without actually having to do anything? Can we just take it out? Oh, that was much better. That was much better. So, if you guys didn't know, there's a bit of a conspiracy. I don't know if it's a conspiracy, but there's essentially a lot of people saying that if you want to optimize your monkeys and make them, like, perform at peak level, besides doing micro, you can always just run the round at a slower speed, because supposedly, at a slower speed, your monkeys perform better. Like, it shouldn't make a difference whatsoever. At 2 times speed, your monkeys should attack 2 times faster, and the balloons should be moving 2 times faster. So, in theory, nothing should really change, but apparently, something does. So if you really are getting stuck, just slow it down. Try it again. See if you improve. If not, that's fine. You can work out a better strategy. But supposedly, yes, if you just want to get through a round and you barely lost to it, like I did with the 4 red balloons or so, try it again, slow the speed down completely, and just see what happens. It could work out drastically for you. Alright, so I'm not sure about getting Arcane Spike before round 50, but I'd like to if possible. Ooh, regular balloons are getting quite far there. I'm not liking that. Also, any 4th tier upgrade that costs like 11,000 is quite close to being a 5th tier in itself. So Arcane Spike alone may as well be a 5th tier. But believe it or not, just a 4th. And then Archmages is... that's just a whole nother thing. Alright, so I do think we can get Arcane Spike before 50 here. We might have to cash out our bank early, but we'll turn off auto start just to be safe. Yeah, we got it, we got it. Ooh. Yeah, we got it. We're safe, we're safe, we're safe, we're safe. Right, so now I want to get this attack zone up because we need some extra damage. And overdrive is also pretty perfect in my mind. So there you go, we took out the mob with pretty... No, we took it out relatively easily there. That's all thanks to the Arcane Spike. Now that we've got our overdrive up, we should be able to handle these guys fairly well. Get everybody in the range. Bigger radius, regrow blocker. So anything that goes through here now that is a regrowing balloon will be stopped. The only thing I worry about is 63. How's our bank looking? Almost full. Good timing, me. And one more. One more again. There we go. Okay. Looking pretty nice right about now. Up to primary mentoring. So that our not great towers can get a bit more buffed. And we're only going up to 80, which is pretty good. Damn, that range, and right in the middle. Come on. Yeah, I thought I could place that. Very nice. Okay. So I think we'll go for attack zone, just because it doesn't have the greatest range in the world at the moment. And I think attack zone would be perfect. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that... I guess we could aim for a Crossbowmaster again. Or maybe we could go for our glue gunner this time around. Right, of course, the free upgrades. Can't forget about the free upgrades. They are literally free. Ooh, and we get our trees. Trees are the key. If there's... Because, like, I know quite a few people struggle with monkey money. And especially if you just started playing the game recently. Because, believe it or not, for the monkey knowledge, they didn't used to cost monkey knowledge and monkey money. It used to just be monkey knowledge. And you could just spend as much as you want. And then it would cost like 2,000 to undo all of your upgrades, of course, still. But you didn't actually have to spend monkey money on top of monkey knowledge to get those upgrades, but now you do. So I can kind of see how some of you would struggle in terms of not being able to get the monkey knowledge upgrades that you want, let alone the heroes that you want. But I would definitely recommend Oban and Gwendolyn as two of the strongest heroes at this point in time. Etienne is pretty good, not gonna lie. That overall camo detection is amazing. I don't know how well we're gonna do against these guys, actually. Let's just see before we purchase a 5th tier. Can we actually win this? No. Okay, so we couldn't beat that round, but that's fine because we have plenty of money. We will just get a 5th tier. So start the round, cash out. Oh. Whoops. Did I just screw myself over here? Maybe. Never mind. We got lucky. Our mage managed to handle the first wave, but... Oh! That was actually very close. I don't like that. Don't do that. Okay. Oh. Attack zone? You gave me a heart attack there. Jeez. Yeah, it's because we didn't have our trees up. Our trees popped and then we restarted. Oh, I forgot about those. You can remove these bricks if you want, but... they don't really bother me. And I don't really have any snipers, so... That's the weird thing I've found about a lot of the maps, is that if there's a great divide in between, and you can remove an obstacle to supposedly make it easier, usually you need something with massive range, because there's a big, bloody gap wall. So, like, if you remove this, attack shooters are going to be useless. Base game dart monkeys are going to be useless, so you need like a 5th tier. Ice monkeys are going to be useless until you start buffing their range, so it's like, realistically, this area is for snipers, helicopters, and planes. Other than that, though, not really all that useful. So, I do think Arcane Spike can handle a lot of things by itself, so we might just go for our good old friend, the Balloon Solver, and see how well we go with that. I do think this is probably one of the hardest maps at this point in time, in this Odyssey, I should say. Not just by itself. It's not too bad compared to some of the expert level maps, but in terms of this Odyssey, I thought this would be the hardest one, simply because I don't know, I've always struggled with this map in the past, so I'm not really too sure how I feel about it at this point in time. I think we'll actually go for the Crossbowmaster here, because at the moment it's cheaper, just because that's 7,000 and then plus the 24,000, whereas this will be a little bit less expensive. Make sure to... Another thing, if you are using the same towers I am, you can already do much better than me by actually collecting your money on time and remembering to check your bank, because I forget so often, and it's absolutely terrible of me, but I still managed to get through it somehow. So if you guys just remember half the time to collect from your bank, you should be able to get through this with the towers I've chosen fairly easily. But yeah, we're just using the Bramble's ability every time it's up, and he keeps placing them over there, so it's kind of useless. Don't use the tree ability until this one pops, or if you've seen it eat quite a few Moabs just on its own, then you can use it, because right now, if you have it in this position, that's pretty good, because everything's getting popped earlier, and you want to save it as sort of like a last resort. Like, if something leaks through, the tree has got it, essentially. But yeah, beyond that, the tree is pretty much just for money. Not all that much else. So, I think We're pretty close to our Crossbowmaster here. And the Crossbowmaster is just going to make this infinitely easier. Okay, so quite a few went into that. We've got our Crossbowmaster. And now we're just chilling. Alright, see you guys at wave 80. I'd like you all to take a look at the Crossbowmaster right now and tell me that he's bad. Just try and tell me that he's bad. Like, a lot of people, even me, I'll admit it, I used to undermine the Dart Monkey. I did not think the Dart Monkey was great until Crossbowmaster came along. Alright, on to Cornfield. Now, Cornfield could be quite a pain, but we can put a tech zone right smack dab in the middle. And we have to remember, although it's easy difficulty, and we get 900 and we can place Open and something else immediately, double HP Moabs is what we're looking at here. So, we need to be very careful alongside double HP Moabs. Usually, when it comes to double HP Moabs, the worst part about them is round 40. And I say that because after round 40, you kind of got a grip on things. And since we're starting on round 1, we know we can beat up till round 3. Which is a scary thought because we know that round 4 is horrible. Absolutely hilarious that a level 1 hero can't beat round 4. Now don't get me wrong, there are other heroes that definitely could beat round 4 at level 1, but Open can't. There's probably other heroes that also can't beat round 4, but it's just funny to me, because I'm so used to Open starting off at level 3 and already having his brambles that I kind of forget that he's a little useless without him. Alright, so we'll place our Ninja. Now Ninja and Oben can usually handle round 4. I have faith in them. Very good team, very good. Get that win. Alright, so since it's easy mode, like obviously we're not going to underestimate it because it's also double HP Moabs. That is the biggest threat about this level. But essentially what I usually do for the Cornfield map is you look for the cheapest cornfield patches to remove. So essentially, if you didn't know about the Cornfield map, it's basically just one big zigzag, and you only get this little patch of land, but you can remove all these patches of corn for different prices to give yourself a little bit more of the map. So, we're going to start by removing this one, I think? Yeah. So this one's only 350 because it's only this tiny little square here. But this tiny little square here is just enough to fit a banana farm on. And as we all know, banana farms are quite overpowered. So we're going to need to actually get something really good for the first Moab. So I'm thinking we just buy up to double shot for the Ninja, and then we start working on our Wizard Monkey. Because if we can save 2 grand in upgrading our Ninja fully, and our Ninja can actually get through the round mostly, then we can put an Arcane Spikes Wizard Monkey down. And I think, I don't know this, but I think that'll take out the Moab relatively easily. Because we've seen Arcane Spikes in action. We didn't actually get him to Archmage last game, which is a bit sad, but we've seen him in action. We know what he's capable of. And so, I'm going to slam him down. And we're not even going to go bottom path here. Every dollar counts. So, we're gonna just go, we're gonna streamline book it up the first path, and then hopefully we can get around 11,000 before wave 40. Okay. So, you know what? I think I have a general idea of how these rounds are going to go before then. So I'll see you guys around round 40, and hopefully we can get the upgrade that we're looking for. Other than that, I'll just be going top path every single time I can afford an upgrade, just so I'm not misleading you guys, and I'll be using brambles every time it's off cooldown. So, not much to see other than top path and ability. So I'll see you guys around 40. Alright guys, it's round 39, so we're very close, but I believe in the power of the Arcane Spike. Luckily the Arcane Spike was only 9,000 and not the original 11,000 that I thought, because it's on easy difficulty. And I'm not gonna lie, some of those rounds before round 40 was actually quite difficult in terms of if I didn't have my brambles on the track, I probably would have lost some lives. So here we go. How does Arcane Spike handle the Moab? Really well. Okay, I feel much safer in upgrading this banana farm further. Okay, so we'll also get bottom path so we can see camos. So now we can pop camo leads, which is magnifique. And I think we'll just take it from there. We'll try and get a bank really quickly if we can. But in all honesty, the bank's not great. Like, don't get me wrong, it brings in a hell of a lot more money than that would. But just in general, it's alright. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good, and if you get it early, it pays off massively. But at the same time, it's a big investment, and if you don't have the monkey knowledge for it, it might not be worth it. Because the monkey knowledge upgrades the limit from 7,000 to 9,500? Or is it 9,000? One of the two. Either way, it makes it a lot better. So, I think we're going to go for our attack zone now, if we can help it. So, it's going to be in a crappy spot at first. Ooh, can I fit a village on there? I can, nice. So it's going to be in a crappy spot at first, but we will get that 5th tier and make it an amazing spot, is essentially what we're going for here. Okay, so we haven't cleared out anything else. We've only cleared out this one spot for our banana farm because it's the cheapest spot on the map as far as I'm aware. The rest are like 500, 700, oh, there's another 350, so you could clear out that spot, potentially put some towers down there. So that would be a pretty cheap area for you to work on. The tax zone in easy mode is only 20,000, which is mind-bogglingly good, because the towers are cheaper, the banana farm works the exact same, or the bank works the exact same, so we're not going to earn any less money because it's on an easier difficulty. So essentially, I think we've got this in the bag, because we saw how quickly our main man, our Dark Magician, managed to slaughter the first wave of Moab. So hopefully he'll be able to do it again on wave 50. Okay. What can we get? Maybe we should get a village up rather early. So we'll put it down. Where was it? There's a sweet spot around here somewhere. Oh, around here? Yeah, there it is. So we'll get our usual... There we go. So the reason I got that was because it was going to buff the range of our tack shooter, and if Arcane Spike couldn't handle a Moab as easily as it once did, the tack shooter would now have range, which absolutely decimates. Alright, and you can see camo now. Everything can see camo now, which is really helpful. Phew, not that Ninja or the Wizard needed it, but, you know, Oban and the tack shooter needed some helping hands there. So we remember to collect from our bank because we're good investors, and now I guess we're waiting on the tax zone. We are awfully close. There's our tree, and honestly I think we can hold off fairly well, and I will see you guys when we can get the tack zone. Alright, that was pretty quick, but there's our tack zone, and we're well on our way to destroying this. So, 100% recommend getting the Arcane Spike before round 40, if possible. Like, if you're struggling to get through some of the rounds earlier, by all means, do something different, but I just had a feeling that Bloonjitsu would not cover it, because we've already had some close calls with Bloonjitsu and Oben being the only two things stopping a Moab. Now, don't get me wrong, usually they manage to get through it, but I don't know how they'd get through one with twice as much health. But Arcane Spike easily manages to crush that. So, I think what we'll go for now... Oh god, what should we go for now? We're pretty set up nicely here. So if you didn't realise, the tack zone's range is kind of getting cut off by some of these cornfields. So I think we'll clear out this one, just so we can fully reach down here and down here a bit more properly. And then, how far does this range reach? Pretty dang far. So I think we're going to place a dart monkey right around here. We've just had a habit of like tucking all our defenses into one little area these past few games, haven't we? I guess that's because the maps are a little bit short themselves. So as much space as we can save and as much damage as we can cram into one little area, the better. Okay, so our bank is almost full, don't forget about that. Brambles every single time that you can possibly place it, because usually brambles will not be the deciding vote in whether you win or lose a game. It might be the deciding vote in whether you win or lose a level or some lives, but generally if something gets all the way through to down here, brambles probably won't save you. Probably. There are some cases where it absolutely will. So, get ready to collect our money at the end of this round. We know very well that a good tack zone right smack dab in the middle will be able to take out round 63 easily. Like so. Well, with some assistance from the forest, of course, but we didn't need it. But we will always place another, because regardless of if we need it or not, and showing off, the forest getting filled up with balloons is always a good thing. Because it means, either way, if you're on the back foot, you're about to get some more cash to handle the waves that you were previously struggling with. And we can handle fortifieds fairly well. Nice. Okay, so we're actually very close to getting a Crossbowmaster because of how cheap it is. God, I love easy mode. Whew. I'm so glad they finished on an easy mode. Like, I get it that it's double HP Moabs, which can be quite tricky, but once you get that Arcane Spike, the ball starts rolling. And so long as you still have your bank and haven't had to sell it, you'll be good. 100%. So, once we get this Crossbowmaster, which will be very soon, we'll also remove this just for the cash. Oh my, the Crossbowmaster's range can actually shoot through this tiny little gap. I absolutely love it. Alright, so if you didn't have a reason for why you should clear out some of these other patches, don't get me wrong, some of them are a little bit useless to clear out, but the Crossbowmaster can start shooting so much sooner if you clear some of these early patches out, which is always a nice thing to do. Always good to have preemptive fire, so to speak. Okay, so now that we've got our Crossbowmaster and these patches of grass cleared, or patches of corn, clear up this one as well. It's a big one. It's the entire patch here, but yeah, once we clear this one out, I believe we are going to now save up, because look, we don't need to aim above and beyond here, because we can already see this part. So pretty much all of the track around here can be seen by our Crossbowmaster now, which is perfect. So, I'm now going to be saving up a primary expertise. So, I'll see you guys when I can afford it, or at the end of the level, whichever comes first. Okay, there's primary expertise. And look at it slaughter. Absolutely dominating. How many shots has it had? 4 or 5? And it's already got 7,000 pops. That's insane. So, if you want to know exactly how insane primary expertise is, just wait for the round 78 ceramics, and you'll find out. You will find out exactly how good this is as an attacking tower. Just in case this level didn't give you much to go off of. Here come the ceramics. There go the ceramics. All gone. 26,000 pops. Just casually. You know, just casually. So if you're not buying primary expertise to buff your own towers or to get that extra tier 2 free upgrade for your primary monkeys, buy it for the sheer damage output. Because it's only 21,000, which is really cheap, although I do know this is easy, or at least easy difficulty, so it's bound to be cheap, but look at it go. It just throws that thing around. Imagine if that's what our tack shooters were, where it could just fling a blade across the map, like the boomerang guys do, but with this amount of pierce, instead of just 1 or 2 layers. That would be insane. So, there's no doubt in my mind that we'll win this level and complete the Odyssey. But, if I were to give any final tips, if you are using a banana farm and going for the monkey bank, always collect when it's at 7,000. You can only, well, I would only recommend collecting earlier if it was the difference between, like, being able to afford a 5th tier Crossbowmaster or something before like round 63 or something crazy like that. And if you really must, you can always sell your bank for an extra 4,000 roughly extra cash if you really need a good defense setup for a future round. So just keep that in mind. Overall though, not a bad set of monkeys to defend with. I did have my doubts, and I didn't really like having the second dart monkey. Like, the second dart monkey's a little bit kind of like meh, to be honest, because we already have our Crossbowmaster. There's really no point, but honestly, not a bad defense. So if you want to see, again, what towers I've picked, these are the ones I picked. I picked 2 dart monkeys, 2 bomb shooters, 2 tax shooters, 2 glue gunners, 1 village, 1 ninja, 1 mage, and then 1 banana farm, I think? I may be wrong on that, but essentially these were the towers I used, and you saw in the gameplay how often I used them and what I did. Okay, so it didn't take us too long. We had 9 lives remaining. I must admit, I'm quite annoyed that we did actually lose one. I thought that maybe losing 1 wouldn't be that bad, and it wasn't, technically. But now I'm kind of annoyed that we didn't go flawless. But we let 1 red balloon through. 1. Which isn't horrible. But we get a decently upgraded ninja. Our 200 monkey money and our 50 trophies. As usual for finishing an Odyssey. So there you go. That's the hard instructions unclear Odyssey, where you have no monkey knowledge available. If you want to see part 1, it's already up. This is part 2. Just finished it off. Event ends in 4 days, everyone. So if you're planning on doing this Odyssey, get to it. Also, one small thing just before we head off. Don't spend your trophies. Limited time, spooky trophy store items coming soon. Start earning trophies now, so, just like me, save up your trophies, because there are going to be limited time items in the store, or in the trophy store, for you to purchase. And if they're limited time events, usually that means yearly, so you won't be able to get these items that will be coming to the store. They're not in the store now, but maybe closer to Halloween. They'll be in the store, and they're going to be limited time, which probably means you won't be able to get them again for a year. So save up your trophies now, just in case there's something amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed me finishing off the Unclear Instructions Odyssey. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys.